What's up? Everything looks a little bit different, huh? Not in the grow tent anymore. Today I decided to pull everything out and start hardening off. I want to plant out in not next weekend, but the weekend after, so like the weekend that's around the 20th or whatever. But the weather's been pretty good this week. It's actually a little bit cooler right now. I think it's like upper 60s, low 70s. I have my temperature gauge or whatever here. So I can kind of monitor it inside. They've been outside since a little bit earlier this morning, and right now they look like they're doing pretty awesome. I put the older ones up here in the front because they're going to get sun, and then I'll move them so they don't have too much sun, and then I put kind of the younger ones underneath the shade, so it gives them ample shade so they don't get kind of fried in the sun for the first time. So I'm really excited that I finally get to go ahead and start moving these things outside, and I'm going to start prepping the garden in a little bit. I have some food on the stove that I'm kind of nursing along for the rest of the day, so I'm going to head out to Lowe's, pick up some stuff I need, and then come back and start working in the garden. Well, I am running in and out and basting my meat, so should be interesting. But kind of getting down just to check out a couple of these bad boys. I'm pretty excited. The Trinidad Scorpion from Ronnie. What I'm thinking is that the Pro Mix, although I love it and it kind of saved a lot of my stuff, it's terrible at draining if you don't put enough perlite in or something else to drain. And so what happened is I think this one and my Red Brain got a little waterlogged. So I pulled them out, had a nice little root ball on the bottom of them, but there was the soil was so compacted over all the roots, so I had to pull it all out and then repot it. The Brain is doing pretty decently. Coming back wise, and the TS dropped all the bottom leaves, but these tops seem to survive. Got a little bit of leaf curl here, which I think now I'm 100% sure it has to do with the water. Maybe not overwatering on my part, but since the soil is so tough to drain at sometimes, maybe that was, that's why they kind of got overwatered. I really wasn't paying attention. So yes, my fault, but also Mother Nature. So other than that, I think this Maui Purple is, amazing. I can't, there's lateral growth in down there on the stem, and these, it just keeps on going and going and going. So pretty excited about those. These are my others that I've kind of been nursing along and doing some not necessarily experiments on, but kind of trying to keep them alive and not overdoing it with them. Of the group, this one here that's kind of taken over the whole seed tray is a Red Brain. It's kind of shading out a lot of the other ones. This 7-pot original is actually doing really well too. A lot of the 7s are doing pretty decently. The Primos are doing real nice too, so I'm excited about that. Over here we have these are like the Scorpions and a lot of the Boots. This back corner one here is a Dottle from Jamie, but this is a whole row of Marukas, and they all look pretty awesome. Also, let's see what else we got here. This Indian Carbon is growing pretty decently too, so I'm pretty excited. This is the Giant Boot, and its lateral growth is 2.5 inches for those leaves. Over here, let's move along. Over here, these are the Scorpion. A lot of the crosses. This Fatale, I think I hit pretty hard with the transplant shock, but this one and this one are doing pretty damn well. So I'm not really too worried about it. These are all a lot of Fatale crosses, and the Hobolochias are here. Those are growing. This has got really nice green leaves on this one. This is a Douglas cross, and that's got a lot of growth too. And I really think these are cool as hell. These are the red Cheerios, and they look really sick. I'll post some pictures. It's easier to see, but there's just so many cool offshoots of the it's not very tall, but I think it's going to grow really bushy. And I actually see little buds, which is pretty crazy. I got to pick that so it actually grows a little bit taller than that. Some of these are wilting a little bit. I need to water a couple of them. Suck water up a lot quicker than the others, and because of that, it's kind of hard to judge based on the how heavy the seed trays are. But these are all my non-Chinettes. The Maui Purples in the front looking really good. Cayenne, Ahi Yellows. That's another Cayenne. This one's the tallest one I got. And these are all the Biker Billies. It was wilting overnight, so I just watered some of these, so they should bounce back a little bit. But everything else is doing really well. I'm planning on keeping them out here pretty much for the day underneath the shade here, and I'm going to pull them out tomorrow and do the same thing. And then I'll just put them in the tent overnight. Hopefully that'll be good. It'll also cut my electric bill down by a little bit overnight. But other than that, everything's going really, really well. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I'm getting the garden prepped for planting out in the next 2 weeks. So should have a lot of these guys in the ground, and I'm gonna go ahead and get I'm gonna amend my Pro Mix and maybe do pine fines, which I've heard are pretty badass for drainage. I'm gonna mix that in with the Pro Mix and try to give it a shot to hopefully get some better drainage. So appreciate you guys taking a look and checking these things out. So let me know, leave me a comment, and I will update soon. Whenever I get some more growth, or if not, I'll just wait till I plant out in another week or so. So thanks for watching.